What's going on, you guys? Welcome. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Broken Record Podcast. And what's it, our old one? God damn it. Anyways, today on the show, we are live out of the Corduroy here downtown Las Vegas, per usual, for these episodes. And today on the show, we have Elevated Undergrounds.
Yeah.
Wow, wow, wow.
Here.
Oh my God, we're spiking all over the place. Austin, handle it.
And
sorry,
+1.
And we
Plus
have
one.
and we have
Plus
Nick.
friend.
We have Nick from White Noise here with us
see.
as well.
That's
If,
true.
if
We
you
got-
think about it, we have two
drummer of
bands
White
on,
Noise.
technically.
Yeah,
Right.
So,
Oh,
yeah.
So
No, we have three.
Oh.
We have three.
don't
Who
we
are
have
four?
we have four.
Yeah, we got four. Yeah, throw me in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez.
There-
So we got Elevated Undergrounds, Elephant King.
Elephant.
I almost said Elephant. God damn.
Oh no!
Fucking
pronounced
Gooch
Dude,
ruined
I-
it, dude.
and I've been good about it. Like I
No, it's
wiped
okay.
that completely.
It's that.
from my
It's
brain.
that
all
red
good.
light.
Everyone does it.
Exanimate.
Why the E? Is it kind of just?
That's
was
how it should be spelled.
Yeah.
Really?
That's how it should be. That's how we feel it should be spelled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's how
how
you
we
feel.
feel.
It
Yeah.
should be spelled.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's,
Just
it's
how
all
we
about how
feel.
you feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we got Elevated Undergrounds, which
Yeah.
are the real guests today.
Correct.
2 of the 4. I am representing the missing 2.
The
today.
rhythm section.
Yeah. We've got White Noise.
Ow, ow.
We've got
Pathogen.
Zebra Force, which is myself.
So we have 5
and
bands.
we've got Pathogen.
Yeah,
Five
yeah,
bands.
That's 5. Wow.
Nice.
Wait, and then
That
also,
was
jam-packed,
4.
dude.
Wait.
I
Elephant
listened
King.
for.
Yeah, I was gonna say. And then
Oh
Oh yeah, we also have Elephant King.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
The-
Elephant.
Also,
the,
the
the
real-
project that I care the most about among the ones that I'm in.
Yeah.
So-
We also have White Noise here. We also have Elevated Undergrounds.
Just go all over it.
And Pathogens.
It all comes
Oh.
full circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. For as
All right, but that's all the time we got today.
Well, thanks guys.
Thank you
Thanks
guys
for
so
having
much
us
for
on.
watching.
okay, for the actual guests on this show today, how are you guys doing today?
We're great. Yeah. So
good.
this is Gabby. My name is Fez.
Thanks for doing the intro. yeah.
Absolutely. We have June Tyndall on bass. We have Joe Kennedy on drums, who are not present today, but are
Rip.
very present in our hearts
Yeah.
and our minds. They are the rhythm, the pulse of Elevated Underground.
But Nick is also here, so.
Yes,
Hi,
Nick
Nick.
was kind enough to sub in for the Pineapple Fest show that we played a couple weeks ago. Very, very kind of him. Thank you very much, sir.
You're very welcome. It's,
Yes.
the pleasure is all mine.
Okay, we can cut this from here if you guys want to,
Yeah.
but elephant in the room.
Elevated
all right.
Underground in the room.
Was the
That's-
well,
To
what's
say
the,
the least.
what's the next show you guys got coming up then?
So the next show we have
This
coming
Thursday.
up is this Thursday at the True Spot with Black Sheep Booking. We're playing with Tree Frog Express. We're
The
playing with the
Crimsons.
Crimsons and
Pretty
All
Alright.
Right. Yeah, all great groups going on. That's actually True Spot is where we played our first show about a month ago, right? That was on
Yes, it was, I
3/11.
believe, May 11th?
May 11th, March 11th.
March 11th. Why
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it May?
Yeah,
May-
yeah.
May's
Yeah,
not-
it was in May.
About a year ago.
Yeah, about a year ago
No,
today.
we've been together probably 3 months, and then we played our
Yeah.
first show in
Yeah.
March, and we have had back-to-back shows.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah, Gabby and I have known each other from a different band. We only just met like a year ago.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we
Why
met
don't
the
you like this?
week
He's
before your
interviewing
birthday.
himself. It's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Give me that mic.
Double the mic.
So yeah. Anyways, the
You're the president.
Takes a jacket and everything.
yeah. Oh yeah. He's got a pin. Yeah.
Fucking sunglasses.
Yeah, we yeah, so we've only known each other for about a year right now, but our influences are very they align, they cross paths. We're both big fans of 90s music. And
You classified yourself as grunge-ish,
Correct.
I believe, right?
yeah.
So what's the ish about it?
I would say we're not really any genre specifically. I feel like, or personally, I usually write the music and then Fez fixes it. Because I'm more of a songwriter, not really a musician. So I like to
Okay.
write music, but Fez, he's a guitarist.
What, do you
so
know
got-
theory and stuff like that?
In theory, I
In
do.
theory.
Nerd alert!
Uh-oh, here we go. The notes go A through
Oh, God.
G?
Don't make me feel bad about
Maybe.
myself, okay?
Yeah.
This guy never learned his ABCs. It goes to Z, Fez.
He goes to Z. Zebra
Yes.
Force, guys?
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on.
that's why you named
Where'd
it.
you get that letter?
Yeah, from the note.
I saw it.
But
in a
you can't
newspaper.
spell elephant, so...
Yeah. Okay, excuse me. No one can spell elephant but us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all wrong. You're right.
The kings of the elephant.
You're right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called National Geographic.
It's a
and tell
national.
them
It's
they're
a
doing their job
decree.
wrong. What?
It's a decree. Elephant shall now be the king's decree.
Elephant King is not the star of the show.
I'm
We're
sorry.
getting off topic.
I'm
We're
sorry.
off topic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was gonna say you guys have only been a band for like 3 months. You guys were playing original songs at the Pineapple
Yeah.
Fest, right?
Yeah,
Dang,
yeah.
so how
All
many
original.
like how do you guys write the original music so quick? Just wondering, like how does that happen? How
I've-
did it develop?
Yeah, I've had a lot of the songs for a while, and then I
okay.
just bring them usually to Fez, and then as a group, we all collaborate. It's kind of like a collaborative band. Like
Okay, yeah.
everyone's adding in their own thing, so I think that's why we're not a specific genre,
That's the
because
ish.
Right. Yeah.
everyone
That's the issue.
has different influences.
Yeah, I like it when it's like that. When bands like each individual member is just like putting in their own flavor. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like I feel like when you see these bands or like people on like TikTok where like they're like the only person doing everything in the band. Some of the instruments are kind of flavorless because it's like maybe they're like you said like a really good songwriter, but like they're not really a good musician. Like in this sense, like they're not really a really great guitar player or bass player. So like or like they might be a good guitar player, but everything else kind of lacks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I
Right.
like when it's like a mixture where everybody's bringing everything to the table. You know?
That's
so.
what
Yeah.
makes a good band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
absolutely.
So
what would you have to say are some of like the bigger influences from the 90s in this case in your songwriting?
I would say for me, maybe lyrically, Nirvana or like the Breeders, that kind of stuff. I like Sonic Youth. I like
Is there any Pearl
like,
Jam in there?
maybe not. I would say not so much out of the
Not
90s.
so much Pearl Jam.
She said
Nick.
maybe not.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Maybe like a little bit.
Well, you could say there's Pearl Jam-ish then.
Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam-ish, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I,
Um,
feel,
Soundgarden.
I feel like I like a lot of aspects of the 90s, like the loud, soft, loud, or
right, the dynamics of it. That's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, yeah, I dig
yeah.
that. So Fez, I gotta ask, man, how long have you been playing guitar?
15?
What the?
15 years.
15 years? What, months? Years?
No, years.
Since you were 15?
God,
15 months.
dang.
Since I was 13.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. So, and I'm 28 now. So,
Dude,
15
your
years.
tone
Oh,
is
thank you.
impeccable, my guy.
It's that yeah, man. It's that combination of that style of guitar and that amp.
Yeah.
But
you
also
play hollow body, right?
it's a semi-hollow.
Oh,
So there's a
okay.
block in the middle.
Okay.
But that guitar it's the PVJF1.
Mm-hmm.
The JF stands for Jazz Fusion. So technically, it's a Jazz
okay.
Fusion guitar.
So you guys coming together, like, what is predominantly your background? Because I feel like you're pretty bluesy, man.
Yeah, I pull a lot of influence myself from classic rock, 60s, 70s.
Okay.
Jimmy Page. I mean, Slash is more 80s, but I pull a lot from him. Yeah, I know you guys love Guns N' Roses. I can hear that. in
I
your
love
stuff.
Guns N' Roses,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
so much those
See,
guys.
as a
Yeah, yeah.
Nirvana fan, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They
Yeah.
wipe the fucking hair metal clean. I get it.
Good.
Yeah, but it's I pull a lot of influence from that. I really like when the guitar kind of sings throughout the track. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
And I try not to. I try to mesh well with her vocal, and luckily, I think what I like about working with Gabby is that her lines are easy to follow, not convoluted. They're
Oh, okay.
they stick in the head easily.
Yeah.
So I try to follow that with my guitar lines, whether it's just mimicking it or doing whatever underneath.
Well, I think it's a good, just melding pot of like influences for like
Yeah,
a band, because you
and-
guys sound pretty like distinct, honestly.
Yeah,
from what
yeah,
I
and
heard, so.
June pulls a lot of influence from like I guess pop punk and
Yeah, I would say like emo, pop
Emo,
punk. They
yeah.
also like a lot of hyper pop, like a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then June has her own music, and it's
Yes.
pretty awesome. So you guys should check that out too.
yeah, and Joe Kennedy, he also loves a hodgepodge of music. He's a learned. He's
Right.
actually learned.
He's a
musician.
scholar.
Yeah, he's a scholar. Yeah, and a
Joe
gentleman.
also has a lot of music, as it also is in a lot of bands.
Yeah. Joe's probably been in the most bands I've ever seen
Yeah.
an individual be in. He's got stuff on Spotify under Localc.
What is it again?
Localc?
Spell that for us.
So
I got it,
Elephant,
I got it.
Elephant King sounding pretty good right now.
LALKAKALK.
yeah, from what I know about this,
Macaulay
this is a
Culkin.
gamer name, but
Yeah.
he made it to
Yeah.
see how people would pronounce
Yeah,
it.
it
a
started as a
game.
gamer tag, and now it's and he liked it because it's kind of just
It's a game within a game.
Yeah, because it's like it's not supposed to sound like anything. You know?
Okay, yeah. Well, that's fair.
But it is unique, and it is unique music. It's soundscapes.
Just like all atmospheric type
yeah,
stuff.
yeah,
Gotcha.
very.
Nice.
And
That's a vibe.
and it's not like it's not like a drummer sat at a booth for 40 minutes and just laid in a solo. Like it's very articulate. There's a lot going on in there. He's very articulate
Joe's a
musician.
drummer / composer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would definitely list composer under his
Absolutely. Yeah.
his traits. And June's music can be found under, is it June B on Spotify?
I believe it's so it's like June dot, or it's like you spell June with dots in between.
That's what it reminds me of.
yeah.
Okay.
How do we always go to English? This isn't the first podcast that me and him
Let's do
had together, but
Spanish.
for some reason we end up in English vocab. I don't.
Right.
None of
we
us
do-
know what any words mean or how to
Drunk
spell
English
them, apparently.
vocab is the best. Yeah.
Can we do some Russian vocab right now?
Da,
You speak
конечно.
Russian?
Chut-chut.
Oh dang.
All right.
I just found out on Ancestry.com that my life is a lie because
Oh.
I was raised as an Italian, and then I find out that I'm Russian, which I wouldn't say today, because considering.
But so you're a little
Yeah.
bit Russian, a little bit Italian.
No, not a little bit
Yeah,
Russian.
why don't
I'm
you
like
show them
Russian.
some things you've learned in Russian?
I know how to say bless you, which is
Go off.
Будьте здоровья.
Sounds like you're insulting me, but that's cool.
Sounds
The
elegant.
improvement, though.
Yeah.
That sounded pretty good.
Thank
It,
you.
it did.
I was worried every time I say it. I'm a little bit worried, but I've got my resident Russian here. So
I feel
No.
compelled to learn it just
Yeah.
cause, but I don't know.
Viertolopt is a helicopter.
Well, don't you have to learn the alphabet first? You got like backwards R's and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna learn Cyrillic. I'm not gonna.
What the fuck is that?
That's
It's
the
like what they
alphabet,
make
yeah.
pottery out of. Wait, no, that's ceramics. Sorry.
Okay, going back to the band though.
Yes.
I want to say you guys do got a pretty good amount of theatricality to it, especially
Oh,
with
yeah.
that backflip thing that you do.
Right.
It's
Where does that like come from? Were you influenced by a specific person and you were just like, I can take
I
this
can
to like
improve it.
11 or something?
Well, yeah, I actually don't have a music background at all. Like, I started
Oh.
music in 2020 because I tore my ACL. And I was like, well,
How'd you do that?
flip.
doing what she does. on
doing it
stage.
again.
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
doing it again.
She's trying to get the other ACL now.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do every time on stage. I don't know. I guess I feel like performance is really important. I guess with what I do, I have a dance background, so
Okay.
that's why I went to Russia. I was in Bolshoi Ballet, so
Whoa.
yeah, that's why. But
That's
I
cool.
try not to make it about. I try to make it like mesh with the music well, because I've seen people be theatrical and it's a little off. So I like to kind of get the audience attention and also include them too. So I like to go in the audience and stuff like that.
It was cool. It was like some Iggy Pop kind of like energy, like him in the 70s, dude. Just like he's like a snake, dude. That he has like no bones. And like when I saw it the first time, I was like, I did not expect that. I thought that was cool as hell.
Thank you.
Are you guys currently recording for your album or?
Yeah, we're recording our first release, which is going to be at Sonic Rodeo. So shout out to Reed, great guy.
Yes.
Haven't met him yet, but great guy. Great,
I
great.
can only imagine.
Yeah, he's he worked on some of Damaris' stuff. If you guys have heard the Damaris album, it's really good. Yeah, so we're recording for the first time on April 30th, the first time officially. So
Oh, dang.
Sick.
there's gonna be a release sometime in May, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
We'll probably release them. I think we're doing 3 songs.
Yeah. I'm thinking all singles.
Yeah. We'll
Oh,
probably
okay,
release,
gotcha.
you know,
Nice.
couple months apart. We'll do all singles.
You guys
so
have a show that day too, right?
Elephant
April
King has a
Elephant
show that
King,
day.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a busy day.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
Are you guys gonna be taking a break while you're doing all that recording, or?
So we got the show this Friday. Thursday, the 14th.
Oh, yes, the 14th.
Yeah. So this Thursday is the 14th. That is.
We'll
our
try to
show
have this
for
out
March.
before then, so we'll put your ticket link in the bio of this video and
Alright.
everything.
Oh, wow.
Hook it up.
And then the next show after that is going to be at the beginning of May. So there is a little bit of a gap between
Okay.
this week's show and then. So we're going to focus these next couple weeks on trying to get everything nice and tight for the recording.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is there like something you're trying to achieve like when recording? That's like a certain sound or?
I guess what we're going for live. I don't know if you have a
Yeah, I don't think we're not trying to use too much like auto tune or anything like that. Like it's gonna be pretty raw.
As it should.
So
Yes.
yeah,
I dig
just
it.
how we sound.
Yeah, we're gonna try to nail the performance on the recording so that we don't have to
And
go back
practice
and
a backflip.
yeah.
recording.
The backflip will come through on the recording. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
You'll be
I'm
able to
really
feel it.
excited to hear a proper single.
Yeah.
Because
Us as well.
I've been in and out of their rehearsal sessions
Yeah.
since they started, and like watching them get everything set up, and then like going to the shows is just really cool to watch, and they're
Yeah.
so freaking good. And
Nick was there for the first show.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
You,
was.
Nick was there before we were a band when it was just you and me.
I was.
Yeah,
actually.
that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. We like I said, we met in a different band, and that band kind of just fell apart. But Gabby still had this plethora of music, this backlog of, and she writes like a machine. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
very prolific. So, and it's for me, it's fun to listen to somebody's take on something and see, maybe these aren't the chords, but she's playing like a sympathetic note underneath or something like that. And it's fun to mold the song around that, because you can kind of see what the direction is going for. And luckily, with like I said, with me and her, like our influences kind of align, and it's easy for me to present something to her and for her to give it a thumbs up. Or,
It's,
Right.
It's kind of cool that it, like, in Elephant King, you're a primary songwriter. Like, I would say like 70% of the songwriting is Fez for Elephant King. So with Elevated Undergrounds, you kind of like take a back seat, and you're kind of there to just advise and like mold and shape her songwriting, which is cool. That's probably gives you a good break.
Yeah, it gives me a break, and it's a good tool to keep sharp, because if you could take that skill and bring it into your own, into our songwriting, for example, you know what I mean, to where you can see, what does this need, what does this not need, what are we trying to say,
Right.
with this, and with what she's trying to say, I feel like I understand, like 90% of the time,
Right.
About the other 10%.
The other 10% is in Russian, so I don't.
We do have a song that's partially in Russian.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
We do.
Cool.
It's yet to be performed. Maybe we'll perform.
At
All
Soul
I'm gonna do
Belly,
is just
probably.
memorize the lyrics and just like
Right.
say, yes, I speak a little bit of Russian.
Yeah,
Say
yeah.
that. That's it. I guess it's more a question for you. Like, do you find it a little challenging to be in two bands like this?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, there is a lot of, I have to make sure I use my time wisely.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I can imagine, dude.
But it's a lot of fun because we all, EU and EK, we all hang out all the time. You know what I mean? And Joe Kennedy, he plays drums for Nick's group, Zebra Force. Well, Nick is Zebra Force, but we back him up. I play guitar and Joe will play drums for him. So we get to show off our chops in different groups together. Nick filled in with the EU show on the Pineapple Fest. So it is my calendar's full for sure.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
it's fun. I mean, this is what I want to do, and I'm sure it's what every musician wants to do, is just have fun, make music with their friends. That's the dream.
Right.
The next step of the dream is to get paid for it. So
No, exposure.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
exposure.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
First
way
thing,
better.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, what are you talking about?
No, you're right. Yeah.
The money will come. Just have fun.
Yeah, no, it will. Yeah. So, no, it's just a ton of fun because, with EU, I get to play with Joe and I get to play with June, and it's with Elephant King. It's currently it's just me and Nick. You know what I mean? So I have to play the rhythm and the lead, and sing. So it's a lot of work. But with EU, I basically just get to I'll sing some backing vocals, but I'll just lay into the guitar and I get to live my dreams of trying to play like Slash all the time. You know what I mean?
This dude's a master scheduler too. So like,
Yeah.
his schedule is always packed, but for some way, somehow, he always makes everything work. Like,
You got a second.
and no matter how many things he's a part of, like he's so good with his time management. Like I never notice that he's so busy.
I'm-
It's pretty
Thank you.
wild.
Thank you. I always.
You don't seem run down at all, dude. You always got high energy. When
I just
see you.
I tend to feed off of other people's energy. Like, if you put me in a, like, for example, if hypothetically you put me into a podcast, I might just be like, hey guys.
So, Fez, what were you originally a singer first, or like what too? Because you're a pretty damn good singer too. So
Thanks. Yeah, when I was young, I didn't start playing guitar till I was like 13. So, I always sang before that, right?
Oh, okay.
But when I started learning guitar, obviously, I sang all my songs. Actually, Ramones songs was what I learned. I learned like a lot of their discography, like probably like 10 Ramones songs, and that's how I started playing guitar.
Nice.
It always starts with the Ramones. Once you learn power chords, dude. It's
Yeah,
off to the races,
yeah,
huh?
no, that's what it was. Yeah. But I always had like a singer's mind, I guess. I always had lines in my head, lead lines for play guitar, whatever. But I guess for a while I was in bands and I wasn't really, like willing to sing. Like the first band that Nick and I were in together, I was like, we should find a singer. And then I think I messaged last time. I was like, when we started Elephant King, it was like, I don't know if we need a singer. Like I might just roll with it. I should push myself to just get better,
Right.
rather
yeah.
than trying to rely on others, which is
Yeah.
it's a good tool to keep sharp.
It's
It's
like you
been-
said, dude. You got a pretty good range and like everything, dude.
Right.
You're
Absolutely,
very
yeah.
clean.
It's been really great to watch his progression as a singer because I've been playing with him for like 5 total
4 or 5 years,
now,
yeah,
like
yeah.
Oh,
in
dang,
other
wow.
projects and stuff, and just like randomly, getting together to jam and stuff. And
Yeah.
And so like I've watched him grow with the confidence of like just starting Elephant King
Yeah.
and going to be a lead vocalist. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Nice.
Well, for
Yeah.
both of you, does that something that kind of comes naturally? Did you like have a mentor or anything like that, or is it just YouTube videos figured it out how to use a diaphragm and everything, or what's the deal?
Yeah, or actually, I call it my villain origin story. So I started singing in like 2019 when I lived in Russia. Like, yeah, it was not a good time over there. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do something else. So I would go to the forest and I just taught myself how to sing.
That's villain origin story. That's
It
right.
really is. And
Also cinematic at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
It's
it's
a vibe.
funny. I guess I
Going
kind of
into
did
biopic.
have a friend that helped. They were a musician. They're a drummer. They're in 2 bands. They're in Close to Modern and Orange Eats Creeps. Their name's Howie. Shout out to Howie.
Orange
Shout out
Eats
Howie.
Creeps is a pretty cool name.
Yeah. Great band. Noise
It
Rock.
is.
Noise Rock.
Yeah, Noise
Yeah,
Rock.
yeah.
The other one is, I guess, like New Wave. But
I don't-
they're not
I don't
even
know
a
what a lot of it,
vocalist.
like what to
I like
think
both
of,
of
like when
those.
I hear a lot of these subgenres at this point, honestly.
Right?
Like alternative is like,
Music is music.
Music.
Right,
is music.
I know.
let's go with that. I like
We
it.
should just call it ish. I'm thinking
Ish.
of calling it, instead of grunge-ish, music-ish.
Music-ish.
Sometimes we play notes.
Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't even really songwrite necessarily or anything, but I guess at that time he was only a musician I knew, so I just asked him for tips, and he also plays guitar a bit, so I wrote some lyrics over his stuff, and then eventually I picked up guitar and just started writing, and yep.
I mean, that's cool that you actually just went to the forest by yourself and just kind of just
Yeah,
taught
that's
yourself.
really
That's
cool.
really awesome.
Yeah. She's in the forest tearing her ACL and singing.
Yeah, at
Doing
the same
flips.
time.
Yeah.
That's when she belted for the first time.
Yeah.
What about
That's
you,
when I
though?
became a fella.
Well, unfortunately, the time has come where I have to split early.
All right.
So
Yeah,
thank
Nick's
you
got a
guys so
plane to
much for
catch.
having me
Yeah.
on. Yeah, I got a plane to catch.
Yeah.
Babe,
He's world tour right
hands
now.
to shake, babies to kiss.
Yeah.
Babies
He's
to
got
shake, hands to
speeches.
kiss.
Yeah.
As you do.
But thank you so much.
Thank you, Nick. We'll see
for
you
having
next
me
time,
on,
buddy.
man.
Real
I will
quick,
see you next
real
time.
quick, shout out all your social real quick.
At the Zebra Force and at Elephant King, elephant with an E at the end.
Yeah. Shout out your skate
Hell
page.
yeah.
My what?
Your skate page.
Oh yeah, I've got a skateboarding page. I've been learning how to skateboard for the last 8 months.
Fuck yeah.
I post just about every day, except for when I forget.
Nick's killing
hell
on
yeah.
those shove-its, dude.
Yeah, it's mostly shove it at this point. But I've
pitted, bro.
I've recently done my first board slides.
Fuck
I'm
yeah.
starting to get onto some rails and just like posting about my progress.
Better take
I
it
think
easy,
it's,
bro,
yeah.
because if you break an arm or something
I
like
Oh,
know.
that,
yeah, I'm terrified. I've been practicing drums with one arm just in case.
Jesus.
Oh,
Imagine
That,
if
that's
you
a
tear
real.
an
I,
ACL, right?
while
I'm not
playing Def
bullshitting.
Leppard
Oh
songs.
yeah, yeah.
I'm not bullshitting. I actually have been playing through all of our songs with one hand just in case.
Right.
You're
yeah.
gonna break
I-
both of them.
I'm terrified for the day
Practice
that we.
both arms.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right hand, left hand.
Yeah.
I
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Cool.
Next step is to practice
No
with the
hands.
bass drum on my left foot, which would be terrible, but really good practice. Anyway, I gotta get out of
All
here.
right,
All right,
man.
bud.
All right,
Safe
see you
travel.
later.
Have fun.
Bye.
Happy birthday to Dan.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Dan.
birthday,
Happy
Dan.
birthday, Dan.
Oh, is that where he's going? A birthday party or something?
No, he's got a plane to catch.
I'm no, I got a plane to catch. I got babies to shaking hands to kiss.
Right, right.
No, I'm actually I'm going to see Indy Florentino. It's a
Yeah.
cover band at the barbershop at Cosmo.
Yeah.
What?
If you
Dude,
got-
that venue looks sick
Yeah.
as hell.
They're amazing. I'm friends with those guys, and it's
Yeah.
the drummer's birthday. so
Okay, well,
they're-
let's all organize a show in there because that venue is
Yeah.
sick as hell.
I
Definitely.
would love if that were possible.
Yeah.
Oh, it's possible.
Yeah.
If it's possible
This
for
is
you
where
to break
dreams
your
are
arm
made
while
right
skate,
here.
it's just as possible as you
Yeah.
breaking your arm skateboarding.
All right.
All right.
All right, get out of here.
travels.
Go take the
Alrighty,
babies.
Nick. Oh yeah.
I really fucking miss Nick.
Yeah.
He says he misses
He doesn't-
you.
he
He
did-
says he misses you.
Don't worry
he
about
was.
it.
He couldn't hear you because he didn't have his headphones on. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great venue. Barbershop is a great venue.
Dude.
Indy Florentino, great singer, great guy. Michael Westlake, he takes a lot of our photos for both EU and Elephant King.
He
He's
does good work.
He does good work. He's also a phenomenal bass player.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
No way.
You
yes, he-
guys are around so many people that are like multi-talented. Makes me feel like a piece of shit.
Nah, man, just roll with it. See, this is why this is good. Just
You
'cause
guys
we're
have
all
a podcast.
yeah.
And
Yeah, you guys
your
got a
band.
podcast. You guys have opinions on movies and stuff.
I know. Kaysen's just like we're not doing anything. He's just
Yeah.
like, oh, we're just pieces of shit. Like we're not doing
Yeah,
anything.
Kaysen gets a
Like,
chance.
I spoke for
God.
myself, not you.
I know, but
If he
like,
gets a chance to tear himself down, he will.
Yeah.
Just know that you're fucking amazing.
Yeah, just know that Kaysen is great, guys.
Yeah.
Give it up. You should start a band, man.
What?
You should start a band.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about it multiple times.
yeah.
Yeah. So and then
catch you guys
they've got their keyboard player is Oscar. Shout out to Pathogen. Making
Slithering out here.
slick
I'm
exit.
a snake.
He just slithered like a snake.
They're-
Might need to change that battery, dude.
Their drummer Oscar. I'm sorry. Their keyboardist is Oscar, and their drummer is Daniel. His birthday's today, so they're doing like a special like.
Happy birthday,
yeah.
Daniel.
Happy birthday, Daniel. Great guy.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Never met you.
Yeah, I have not never met him. Actually. Yeah. I messaged him the day after I saw them for the first time. I was like, dude, you're amazing. So yeah.
You play guitar too, right?
Ish.
Ish.
That's where the
There's
ish
Everything
comes
ish.
from.
is ish.
That's where
you
the ish
know?
comes from.
That's where the grunge ish comes from.
Yeah.
Grunge guitar playing, you don't really have to care that much, especially if you were basing it off of Nirvana.
Chords.
Yeah, exactly.
Power chords.
I've really been listening to the shit out of Nirvana lately. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but like,
Yeah, because they suck.
wait, do you really feel that?
No,
way?
no, no. I love Nirvana. Yeah. yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just like to drop little nuggets like that. No one sucks.
No.
Yeah, no one sucks. Like
It's all
really,
subjective,
It's
isn't
all
it?
yeah. It's all subjective. Yeah.
I think the one band from the 90s I couldn't necessarily gel with is probably Smashing Pumpkins.
I agree.
You know, yeah. See, the thing
I
about that
agree.
is Smashing Pumpkins is Billy Corgan, except for the drums. A lot of their work, he recorded all the instruments for. So, like,
Really?
he had a second guitarist, and he had a bass player. But like for their first, I think like 2 albums, he recorded all the parts because he wanted that control over it. So he's a questionable. I don't know too much about him, but
They're pretty
that's
killer. I saw them open up
They're
for
good,
Marilyn
good.
Manson. They were pretty tight as a band. Marilyn, not so much, but
Yeah. yeah.
he's on his twist, dude.
Yeah, different story. But Smashing Pumpkins they have their own right. I mean, Melancholy is a great album.
Yeah.
That's some of the '90s stuff that I
Some good songs
particularly
on it.
enjoy. Is stuff that's not necessarily just grunge. You know what I mean?
Well, aside from the grunge, like what else is like? do you
Like
kind of-
influencing the band.
Yeah.
I feel like there's different things. Like I feel like what I do vocally, I like to do a lot of dynamics. Maybe something like Violent Femmes or
Okay.
PJ Harvey.
Damn, these are names that not a lot of people bring up, I would say.
Right.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then I guess musically, I would say probably I get a lot of grunge influence. Primarily because I play guitar ish.
Ish.
So I just like to Kurt Cobain it, just
Yeah.
like make up chords. Like a lot of the songs that we play, were like the first songs I've ever written, so I didn't even know what a chord was. I just picked up the guitar
Gotcha.
type
Oh,
of thing.
wow.
So
That's cool. Yeah.
it's pretty interesting to see that they actually went somewhere.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Which I'm very glad because
Yeah.
there's a lot of good stuff in what she writes. Like, you know, it's awesome to, like I was saying earlier, it's fun to just like pick at something and like see like what are the chords to this, you know, or
Well,
like,
it's a very good dynamic you have because you have like a more or less like a controlled chaos sort of thing, like where you don't know, like, and I'm the same way. I don't really know like any music theory or anything like that. Whereas Nick kind of knows a little bit more, like in terms of like chord changes, like what makes sense to go next. So it's a good balance to have for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's fun, you know, like, you know, getting to play with these guys. It's great. It's a great privilege, and I'm glad that we're recording and people get to hear officially, you know, because what's awesome for us is that, you know, we haven't had any music out, but we've had all these great opportunities.
Yeah.
Like being on this podcast, for example. Thanks guys for having us.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime.
And it's, you know, it's just great to have become a part of the community, for this group to have become a part of the community so quickly.
They're
you know?
playing.
They're playing nowhere. Gooch is playing nowhere.
Oof. Shout out.
Shout out Gooch.
Sean
Yeah.
did come in and
Hell
give
yeah.
us a
Thank you,
wrap-up
Gooch.
signal.
Gooch.
What's that?
Sean came in and did give us a wrap-up signal.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
He's
So.
like, he went like this.
Yeah.
He's like, let's go have a drink.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess
right,
that
let's
concludes
get
that.
outta here.
Let's just plug everything like real quick.
Yep.
Your upcoming shows, next album maybe.
Yeah.
Or sorry, like when
The singles.
the next singles are going to be coming out and all that.
All right. So our Instagram is Elevated Underground. My personal one is Gabby Fisher, and then
Fez plays guitar.
yeah, Fez
He does.
hikes.
He does
Yeah,
play guitar.
I also hike. Yeah.
Fez
Fez hikes
That's a good
now.
page.
Hiking. Yeah. Our next show is going to be the 14th of April, which is this Thursday.
At the True Spot.
At the True Spot, Black Sheep Booking. We have the Pretty All Right. We have
Crimson's.
Crimson's True Frog Express.
Right.
Our next show, we're going to be recording, so we'll be releasing some singles in the coming months. And then our next show after that is going to be at Soul Belly Barbecue on
May 5th.
Yeah.
And I'm
Alright.
sure that we'll be playing with you guys on a show pretty soon
Absolutely.
as well.
Fuck yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
hope so.
Fuck yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you next time.
Eee.
Elevated Undergrounds, everybody.
Goodbye.
Let's go.
Cool. Good work.
What the fuck? Why is it mentioned? Okay, I'll just start it right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We also want to give a special thanks to the Corduroy here in downtown Las Vegas for giving us a space to do
Shout
the
out.
podcast.
Hi, Corduroy.
Obviously, we do the podcast in here, and it's a huge party going on over there in the main room at the bar. So
Fucking
Crash
come
fucking
out
Monday.
Every
Yes,
Monday.
every
Crash
Monday.
Monday.
Get to
And-
know the bands.
Welcome.
yes, here we will just
Crash
be mentioning like all of the local bands that like are on the rise on the scene here and everything. And also, we want to make the announcement that we are changing the name of the podcast. This will be the last podcast under the umbrella of Broken Record because Rick Rubin already has a podcast called Broken Record.
Shout
God
out.
damn it. So we will
cool guy.
arrive
He
next
beat us
week
to
with a
it.
new name.
Fucking shout out to Elevated Underground, Elephant King,
Zebra Force.
Zebra Force.
Gooch from
Gooch.
Comp
Gooch.
92.3.
Gooch. Gooch.
Sean from Crash Midnight.
And of
Sean.
course, our
Midnight.
boys in Secos.
And
Secos,
we also
Secos.
have
Of
to-
course, always.
We also have to acknowledge we just got our asses beat at Flip Cup.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
fucking
We didn't have
So,
to, but thanks for
Nick.
bringing it up, man.
With that,
That's not my fault.
I think it is.
God damn
it's
it.
all Nick's fault. Chase is taking
Fuck
his place
that.
next time. With that, bing bong.
Bing
Fuck
bong.
your life.
Fuck your life.